Hey yo, what's good? So I was contemplating on whether or not I was gonna make this video, but after contemplating for a while, I decided, hey, what the hell? Why not? This was a fairly decent show, and it had a couple spots that are worth talking about it. So why not? So if you're watching this, comment your thoughts below on what you thought about this WrestleMania. If you thought it was good, it definitely was better than expected. I At least for me and everybody that I saw on Twitter and right here on YouTube, that the videos that I've seen that have reviewed this show. But let's get started. So the first match, it was a ladder match, which was Wade Barrett the champion, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Eric Rowan, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler. It was okay. It was a good match. I mean, it had your basic ladder match, multi-man ladder match. Uh, did it belong on a WrestleMania? I mean, yes, because Daniel Bryan won, and he's like one of the biggest stars in the WWE today. But this could have been on any other pay per view. It would have been a good match. It probably would have been the match of the night had it not been for Sting Triple H, which was, I think, stole the show this time. But this match was really good. It had a few spots like Wade Barrett, Wade Barrett suplexing Stardust from the ladder. Ugh, these matches are no joke, man. They look like they hurt. Like shit, these guys. Ooh, what's his name? Eric Rowan power bombing Dean Ambrose through a ladder. It looked like he landed on his head, man. That looked nasty. That looked nasty, dude. Ugh, ugh. Uh, those are probably the biggest spots in this match. And then the finish, I really didn't want Daniel Bryan to win this because, I mean, the Intercontinental title really doesn't mean anything. That's why I didn't want him to win it. But I didn't, and also I didn't like the ending. Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan like headbutting each other like 30 times. That seemed pretty stupid to me. But it was okay. It was an okay match, and let's hope that Daniel Bryan could do something for the IC title. So, and I like the little celebration he had with the legends. Roddy Piper went backstage to congratulate him. Ricky Steamboat, Ric Flair, Pat Patterson, and Ron Simmons. Even though he's never been a champion before, he's like, "Damn!" So it's always funny when he shows around. The next match was Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. It was a good match. It was an okay match. I expected a good match, and it was pretty much what I expected. You know, these guys just I thought they would mesh well together, and they did. It was a pretty good match. But the thing you need to check out, for the thing you need to check out, with for this match is the ending, man. Wow, that RKO really came out of nowhere, dude. Okay, I'll just tell you, and then if you haven't seen it, just go see it right now. It Seth Rollins was going for a curb stomp, and meanwhile he was in the air. Randy Orton just jumped up and did the RKO, dude. Man, that was a hell of a finish for this match. The next match, which really surprised me that it was on this early, was Sting versus Triple H. And this match, this is the match that stole the show, dude. This was a very good match. Had a lot of surprises. They started off at a slow pace. It was entertaining in the beginning. It was a good match. They went tit for tat, you know. And Sting had Triple H in the Scorpion Deathlock in the middle of the ring. He was there for like 2 minutes. It looked like Triple H was about to tap, and when you hear it, "Are you ready?" Or what, you know, DX music started playing. Like, what? DX coming out? And I was like, oh man, we don't need all this. You know, that was my initial reaction. I'm like, here we go again. But you know, you had Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X Pac. You had them all coming out, and Sting like beats them all up, throws Triple H outside of the ring, and he dives onto all of them. Oh, that was an awesome moment. And I think they came back. They were double teaming Sting again, and then you hear like NWO's coming out, which is freaking awesome because the angle that they played before this match was the WCW versus WWE. So like, whoa, it was Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and what's his name, Kevin Nash came out. Like, oh man, this could it get any better? And these guys came in, beat up DX or whatever, and just let Sting and Triple H have their match for a while. They both kick out of each other's finishers, and Sting gets up, and Shawn Michaels goes into the ring. Like, damn, this match had so much star power in it. Boom, hits him with the sweet chin music. You're like, it's over. Sting kicks out. Like, oh, okay. They had their battle, sledgehammer versus bat, and Sting breaks the sledgehammer with his bat, breaks it in half. Like, oh, all right. And Sting just throws the bat like, let's get down, let's fight, man. Like, bam, and they start brawling for a bit, and Triple H grabs the piece of sledgehammer that was left, and meanwhile Sting was gonna do the Stinger Splash. He hits him with the sledgehammer and pins him for the win. Yeah, Triple H could not have Sting, could not give Sting this moment, man. Triple H had to win this. As the Schlag Daddy says, Breakfast Club rules, bitches. I don't, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Like, it was an awesome match, had a lot of surprises, but at the end of the day, it's like, if the ending didn't work, then, dude, it was weak. Like, Triple H didn't let Sting have his moment. It was his first WWE match, and he had to be. And then they shake hands afterwards. Like, dude, you just hit him with a freaking sledgehammer. You just hit this man with a sledgehammer, and he's gonna shake your hand afterwards. Like, man, it could have been great. It was a good, very good match, but Triple H, he ruined it, man. And the stupid concert of Travis Barker or whatever the hell his name is. Um, yeah. Next match was the Divas, which basically a piss break. AJ Lee and Paige won. Next match, Rusev versus John Cena. I was not into this match because I knew what was gonna happen, and what I feared was gonna. Let me talk about the entrances though. Rusev had the best entrance, like with the communist song playing and the soldiers, and he came out in a freaking tank, man, with the Bulgarian or Russian flag or whatever. That was awesome. And John Cena, talk about propaganda, man. He came out to all USA stuff. Ronald Reagan talking, George Bush talking. It was total propaganda of the 80s style, which I loved. The entrances were the best part of this match because even though this match was okay, I knew what was going to happen. And what happened. John Cena won. Oh, big surprise. John Cena won over the younger talent. He won. He's the new U.S. champion. So now you got U.S. champion John Cena and Intercontinental champion and Daniel Bryan. So let's see if they could do anything with the belts, But yeah, I could not get into the match because I knew, and it happened. So Triple H and Stephanie come out. They're like bragging about how Triple H won, and Stephanie McMahon saying that she owns the WWE and she owns a fan. And then you hear, if you smell with The Rock comes out. The freaking Rock. Oh, it's awesome. The Rock saying, you do not own these people. You do not own me. And then he's saying how he's Triple H trying to talk crap to The Rock, but Triple H he gets owned by The Rock, of course. Rock always owns Triple H. No matter how hard Triple H tries to bury him, The Rock will always own him on the mic. And it dragged on a little bit, and I was like, where are they going to go with him? Where are they going to go with this? So Stephanie's like, hey, you're in my ring. you do what I say. Then she slapped him like hard. He's like, get the fuck out of my ring, Rock. Not like that, but basically being, the authority figure, the big time heel that she is. Big time heel, Drew Heat, man. And Rock was like, oh. So he was contemplating for a while, and I was like, where is this going? This is dragging on forever. But what came up was awesomeness. So he came out of the ring like, all upset. He's like, man, I can't hit a woman. So he's like, ah. Then Ronda Rousey was sitting ringside right in front. And I was like, whoa, okay. And I'm not a big UFC fan, but this was done to a T. This was done perfectly. I love this segment. I loved it. So he's like, hey, Ronda Rousey, come in the ring with me? I'm like, yeah. So Ronda Rousey came in the ring with The Rock, dude. Oh, he's like, I can't hit a woman, but Ronda Rousey here is the best woman fighter in the world. As Stephanie tried to say, like, oh no, we're friends. Tell her, Ronda, tell her. It's like, hey, if you want to fight, then we'll fight. The Rock's like, hey, you stop telling things to my wife. That's the last thing you say. And The Rock's like, yeah, it is the last thing you say. Started smacking him. Pow, pow, pow. So he throws The Rock outside of the ring. He beats up Triple H and then tosses Triple H to Ronda Rousey, and she does like a type of body slam to him, a power slam. Very entertaining segment. And then Stephanie's like, you don't hit my husband. And she tried to slap them. Wrong, bad idea. And Ronda Rousey just like toying with her, twisting her fingers twisting her arm and stuff. And then she just tossed her outside of the ring. And of course the baby faces stand triumphant, but this was my favorite part of the show. This thoroughly entertained me. The next match was Taker versus Wyatt, and I really wasn't excited for this fight. This match before WrestleMania, but it turned out to be an okay match, and I really just wanted Undertaker to win. And it took Undertaker matches are always good for me, especially lately, because I always have that fear if he's gonna lose. Before it was a streak, but even though the streak is over already, I still had that fear, like, are they gonna make Undertaker lose? Like, I do not want Undertaker to lose again 2 years in a row. So to me, they did the right decision, and Bray Wyatt still looks strong. He kicked out of a tombstone, so, and he beat up Taker for most of the part of the match, so he still looks strong in defeat. This was a solid match. Not the best Undertaker match, not the worst, but I liked it because it was a good match and because Taker won. So I just think the right man won in this case. So come the main event, and way to make freaking Roman Reigns look like John Cena, man. He's just taking a beating, dude. Okay, this is Brock Lesnar's the man that ended the streak that's been champion for like almost 300 days, right? Beat up John Cena, like completely dominated him like a ragdoll. And he can't beat Roman Reigns with 3 F5s. Really? I said in my prediction or whatever video, should anyone watch WrestleMania 30, question mark, I said, like, no one could legitimately beat Brock Lesnar. And even though Roman Reigns didn't beat Brock Lesnar, he should not been able to handle that type of beating from a Brock Lesnar. No way, no how should anybody have been able to handle that type of beating. If 3 F5s pinned The Undertaker, there is no way you, Roman Reigns, could kick out of this. But at least at least for me, Roman Reigns didn't pin Brock Lesnar, which is a good thing. At least he didn't pin him. So Roman Reigns was coming on strong. Oh man, his offense basically was throwing Brock Lesnar into a pole, freaking 10 Superman punches, speared him like 3 times, and he kicked out. And so then Brock Lesnar lands an F5, and Seth Rollins comes out. I was like, okay, okay. This might be okay. This might be good. It might turn out to be good. So he comes out, cashes in the Money in the Bank. Like, yeah, all right, all right. Does the curve stomp on Brock Lesnar, tosses Roman Reigns outside. Like, all right, he pins 1, 2, kicks out. Like, uh oh. So Brock Lesnar has Seth Rollins into the F5s. What's his name? Roman Reigns comes into the ring, spears Brock Lesnar, but then Seth Rollins does a curve stomp on Roman Reigns, pins him 1, 2, 3. We got ourselves a new champ, and I like it. I like this. I like that no one pinned Brock Lesnar, and that Roman Reigns did not pin Brock Lesnar, especially because Brock Lesnar still looks like a monster, even though he couldn't beat Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns looks like a Cena. So I think the man that most benefited from this match was, of course, Seth Rollins, the new WWE champ, the world heavyweight champion, but also Roman Reigns because he's probably gonna have a rivalry with Seth Rollins for a couple months. So if I had to rate this WrestleMania, it was a very good WrestleMania. I'd rate it a I want to say C plus, but yeah. I'll rate it a solid C plus, like 78, a 78, like a solid C plus. I was thoroughly entertained. My favorite match was Sting versus Triple H. I hated the ending though, but I love the ending of the WrestleMania. I love the ending of this WrestleMania. So Brock Lesnar isn't the champion anymore, so he'll probably show up even less on Raw and on WWE TV. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. What do you guys think about my wrestling videos? If you're one of my subscribers that watches most of my boxing videos, what do you think about my wrestling videos? What do you think about wrestling? What do you think about WrestleMania and the finish? What do you think about this finish of this WrestleMania? All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.